Hey, and welcome to Taxes and Tacos. My name is Paul.
And I'm Sue.
We are also joined by Kayla, and we're going to go with Jessica this week.
Definitely.
Normally we have sweet Jennifer. Today we have crazy Jessica.
That's right.
Crazy
it's the
Jessica's
last
fun, though.
episode. Yeah, she had to come out at some point. So last
Crazy-
episode's a good time.
Crazy Jessica's been sitting here telling us stories from when she was in college, I guess. That age range, at least. We're learning a lot, folks. We're learning a lot. All right. Hey, yeah. So Sue just mentioned it. This is the last tax week, right? Did I say that right?
This
yeah.
is it.
Oh,
Yep.
my nose is itching.
This time next week on Tuesday, tax season will be no more because tax day is on April 15th this year, which will be Monday.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I don't think we should really have to go through our normal spiel because this is it.
But what about for memory's sake? For old time's sake.
That was my dream
just
sequence.
Starts going
Yeah.
like this.
Hey, no, thanks for tuning in. If you've been a dedicated follower of this show, you're the best.
You are the best.
Hopefully, we'll see you next year. Hey, I don't know.
There was not a lot of commitment to that. Hopefully we'll see
Oh,
you
it's like we'll
next
see you next year.
year.
That's a long time. All right, forget all this. Let's just get into just the tax.
What's with just the tax this week, Paul?
We're in the last episode of the whatever the season. We still can't get a smooth transition. It's my fault.
We're going to get there. It's
Hey,
fine.
this is fun. Today we've got 5 myths about tax refunds from the IRS. I'm going to
Yes.
read them. Sue's going to tell you about them. That's how this show
Yes.
works. Calling the IRS or a tax professional will provide a better refund date.
Yes. So if you are still waiting on your tax refund to come in the mail or be direct deposited to your account, and it's been a little while, you've waited a couple of weeks, you've given the amount of time that the IRS says give at least this amount of time, and it's not really showing up. So you think, okay, if you're like me, if I'm waiting for something, I immediately say I'm either going to jump on the phone or I'm going to drive over and like try to get a face-to-face conversation. Now, if you're thinking about this with the IRS, unfortunately, calling the IRS or a tax professional probably isn't. It won't get you a better date because the information that's made available through the IRS's Where's My Refund tool is the same that a tax professional or any phone support is going to have. So you're not going to get a better answer or a strong date by calling the IRS or a tax professional. So that's myth number 1. What's the next one?
Hey, number 2. Ordering a tax transcript is a secret way. Hey, it's a secret way to get a refund date. Tell us what a tax transcript is first.
So a tax transcript is a record of your tax return from a prior year. So you can go on there and get that information. So I don't know where this idea came from that if you order a tax transcript, that it'll give you your refund date for this year, but that's just a myth.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. It's record of prior years. It might tell you when it was issued last year, maybe, but it's not gonna tell you anything about your current year and when you will get that refund.
So the next 2 are about the Where's My Refund tool. Where's My Refund must be wrong because there's no deposit date yet.
Yep. Unfortunately, this goes back towards the first point that the Where's My Refund tool probably won't give you a solid date that it's going to go there. They'll give an estimation like, okay, they'll tell you where your refund is in processing, and they'll say, okay, if you haven't seen it in the next so many days, then you need to follow up. But they're not going to give you a strict date. So that's not that the tool itself isn't working. That's just the way the process is. So
Where's My Refund must be wrong because a refund amount is less than expected.
yes. So this is one that might raise some red flags. You look on the Where's My Refund and you say, when I filed my tax return, it said I was going to get this much, and this is definitely less. There are several different factors that would go into that. They're like math errors, mistakes, that sort of thing. One of the biggest ones, though, is if you have outstanding payments that are due to organizations, student loans, other delinquent federal non-tax obligations. Sometimes they can hold some back, or they may even take some of that to offset debt that you owe to the federal for your certain financial obligations. Excuse me. So, yes, that's one reason.
Thanks.
But one thing to note, if it is not the same, you should have gotten a notice from the IRS in the mail. So make sure, double check your mail, see if you got a notice, and if you didn't, then you should probably follow up.
There we go. Last one. Getting a refund this year means there's no need to adjust withholding for 2019.
No, indeed. So unless you plan to have a perfectly the same, why can't I talk right now?
It's a weird sentence, yeah. Unless you plan on your life being the exact same as it was this year.
Exactly. Then
Perfectly.
just the exact same. Then you wouldn't have to adjust anything. But here's the thing: life throws curveballs. So
Big
if you
ones.
plan to change jobs, if you
Yes.
plan to add a side hustle,
Yes.
if you plan to have a kid,
No.
if you plan on anything that has a big financial impact, then
Yes.
you should go ahead and make sure that that's all planned out and good to go. If you need to adjust your withholding, then you can use that with a Form W-4. Fun fact to just throw in there. But that just about does it for the 5 myths about tax refunds.
I think that if you're watching this, you should go make a Netflix documentary called The 5 Myths of the IRS and debunk us.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds
I
real
predict
interesting.
you're going to get no stars on the rating, by the way. But I'll watch it just because you did it.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, let's head over to From the Filter. That was my sound effect of water filling up. It's a no limits today.
Yep.
This coffee's kicking in.
There you
I was about
go.
to fall asleep before we started.
No, Paul, you got to be awake. It's the last episode.
Feeling good. It's not technically the last episod.
Oh, well, it's the last
of.
regular.
Yeah.
Last
Okay.
regular.
Hey,
episode.
From the Filter, our friends at Healing Waters. I don't want to get this wrong. I almost call it like a side project. It's not really a side project, but like an area that they focus on called the Her Initiative. And this is super cool, where they raise awareness for women in the areas around the world that they're working in. And we've learned a lot about this just by traveling, that a lot of times when there's a lack of clean water, safe water in a community, the biggest hit with that is on women and children. And so the Her Initiative is to drive awareness. And there was a super cool fundraiser event in Minneapolis. It was Nourish Move Love. Follow Nourish Move Love on Instagram. A huge supporter of Healing Waters and the Her Initiative. Lindsay, awesome work. They raised a ton of money. It looked like a lot of fun. If you are a lady into jewelry and yoga, doesn't really fit my bill, but hey, it was awesome. And with that, if you want to do something like that, reach out to Healing Waters if you have an idea of a fundraiser that you're going to put on and want to raise money and donate that to Healing Waters. I'm sure they'd love to talk to you.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
I really want to go to one of those Fit for Her events.
Hey, look
they
at
look
it.
really
Yeah,
cool.
the Fit for Her. There it is on the screen. Can we throw that up? There we go. Yeah, sweet. Hey, bring Fit for Her to your city. Fill this out if you're interested in having a Fit for Her event. They're super fun and all for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Hey, tails and fails? Shall we?
Shall we? I don't know what the response to that.
We shall not.
We shall, though.
We shall.
But we will.
But, hey, this is crazy. 45% of taxpayers do not securely store tax documents. So you
That's
think of
almost
tax
half.
fraud. Yeah.
Thanks. I can do math. I know things.
What is the percentage that it would take to make it half?
5.
There we go. You answered like it was a trick question. You might miss it. Hey, we think of tax fraud in the digital format, but what we don't think about, well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, is like papers, right? So, Sue, what do you got for us?
Yes. Despite almost 4 in 10 taxpayers saying they're worried that they'll become a victim of tax fraud, 45% admit to storing tax paperwork in a box, a desk drawer, or an unlocked cabinet at home or work. I can understand maybe at home, but at work to have stuff like that just laying around is probably not a great idea.
I have a checkbook laying out in my office.
Well, that's just
probably not a
because you
good
trust
idea
us.
either, though.
Yeah, it's not, but I mean, we're trustworthy. Other people, well, it depends on whether Jennifer or
Is it
Jessica shows up
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah.
Which
I get-
one of those is it?
I'm thinking, like, no matter where you're at, leaving a checkbook or tax documents is not a good idea. I should move that. I will when we get back.
There you go.
Hey,
Yeah, and of those
yeah.
filing with a tax preparer, 44% say the person preparing their tax returns has not described how they would store or dispose of documents containing personal information. So we need to talk about how to protect your information. First of all, well, I guess we'll save this for the question section at the end.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Dun,
save it
dun,
for
dun,
the end.
dun, dun, dun. Stay tuned.
Upcoming
for
deadlines. Hey, guess what it is? You guess.
Yep.
Come on, wherever you're at, shout it out. You know, like
This
they
is
used to do
very-
on those like
very
sing-along
Dora,
shows.
Dora the Explorer right now.
You say.
Point to it. And I was like, you can't see me, Dora. It frustrated
you
me
were
as a kid.
when Dora was on.
I was older. My younger siblings would watch
Like
it.
18.
Yeah.
You can't see me, Dora.
Don't talk. You don't know me, Dora.
See.
Where were we going? with
Whoa.
this?
Yeah.
So anyway,
The deadline. Hey, April 15th, tax day. It's Monday. Go. If
Get
you
your
haven't
taxes
filed,
done.
X out of this right now. We'll be here for a long time. You can come back and watch. And but please do. But go file your taxes. Get your
Absolutely.
papers in order.
and if you're not going to be able to file your taxes by Monday, there are options out there. If you need extra time to file, you can actually file an extension. And if you do that through 1040.com, extensions are $19.95, I think. And then when you come back and file if you come back and file your return with us, you get federal and state for free. So that is an awesome, awesome perk. So if you need a little extra time and the deadline just snuck up on you or you're still waiting on forms, go ahead and file an extension. Now, there is something that you need to know. An extension is for time to file. It's not an extension of time to pay. So if you owe taxes, you will still have to pay that by the 15th, which is Monday. So if you need help paying your taxes, or if you don't think you're going to be able to do that, that we have some awesome blog content on if you can't afford your taxes or if you're just not ready to pay yet. So go and check that out, and you'll be good to go.
I keep yawning. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you're yawning during my tax content, Paul. It's so interesting talking about extensions and deadlines and taxes.
Especially
and
because
paperwork.
the deadline's been the same deadline for like a month now.
Yeah, it kind of
It's
lost
coming
its
though.
edge.
Hey, it's here. Yeah, it has lost its. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. It's like not a big deal for people that are like, yeah, you've been saying it for a month.
Yeah. But you know what?
Whatever.
I mean, people are definitely tuning in for the edginess of this show, I feel like, if they're tuning in.
That's a big if.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get to our questions.
All right, question. Can I be claimed by someone? How do I know if I'm still a dependent?
Yes. So this is a great
I
question.
was going to tell you that came from somebody that had just gone to college and
Okay.
started freelancing.
Well, there you
Okay.
go. Hey. So if somebody is, if you're trying to figure out whether you are claimed as a dependent or if you should file on your own, dependent status depends. Get it? It depends because you're dependent. If somebody else has paid or provided for more than half of your living expenses for more than half of the year, then they can claim you as a dependent. But just because you can be claimed as a dependent doesn't mean that you don't have to file a tax return at all. So if you've been working a W-2 job, like throwing things off of tables and that sort of thing, and then you come back, whoever claims you as a dependent, they're not going to be able to get your refund. Only you can. So make sure that you still file if you need to. What are you looking
Yeah, it's
for?
no big deal.
Okay. So yes, to know whether or not you're a dependent, did you or someone else provide more than half of your basic needs for more than half of the year? Was that?
It's no big deal. Did you answer the
We
second part
now
of the question?
have Diablo sauce. What was the second half? How do I know if I'm a dependent still?
You
Yes, I
answered
did.
that. Okay.
I
Hey,
did.
we got our what?
Oh, yes.
Tax guide. Hey, listen. Whatever we say, you can find it there. So if you have a question and need an answer, go to the stinking tax guide It's right there. It's in categories on the left rail.
Super helpful.
Yeah, it is. And look at that mean
Look,
mugging
it's
Taylor.
Taylor.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
You look like you're about to do like a hip hop video.
Let's just
Who
not-
can you
let's just
claim?
Scroll past that.
That's pretty amazing. I'm a fan.
All
I'm a
right.
fan.
Did you? We had one more question. You were
Yeah.
like rolling forward.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
one
we-
more question.
I feel bad if we didn't ask this one because we specifically said earlier we will ask it, answer it at the end.
yeah. We're
So the
building
question
it up.
is,
how do I probably store tax documents?
that is the
Yes.
question.
In a locked vault.
Make sure that it is secure. If it is in your home, make sure that it is hidden away. So if you have a break-in and somebody's looking for your personal information, that they won't be able to say, "Oh, look, it's on their refrigerator, their social security number, all that different stuff."
Yeah, just like
Just
magnet.
putting it right there.
Oh
it's
man.
fine. And then if you store your documents online, like in a cloud service, that sort of thing, make sure that it has two-factor authentication. And also, you want to make sure that you have a good password on that. So passwords, there's a whole host of different things that you
Sure.
can do and use to make your password secure. Password 1234 is not going to cut it. So the stronger your password is, the harder it will be to access those documents. So make sure that you're doing that. Also, I think
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, never mind.
we did mention that you should keep tax documents for up to 3 years or
Yeah.
3 years or more after the time. So after that, if you're disposing of it and it's paper, shred it. Make sure that you shred it before you throw it away. Yes. Back to you, Paul.
We have a lunch winner. This is the last one of the season.
Last.
This is the last one, right?
Yes.
We got one more show, but there won't be a lunch.
Yes.
It's kind of like a recap thing. This is a big deal. It's the last one. Keep
I'm
it
gonna
going.
like cramp in my arm.
It's been a great season. Lots of free tacos we're giving away. Amy Morales.
Yay!
Come on out.
Congratulations. She just like pops up in front of the table.
Hey,
like,
Amy, thanks for
"Why?"
watching the show. Thank you for being a supporter. Send us a direct message on our Facebook page, and we will get the details worked out. Hey, Sue,
Hey, Paul.
I bet you were wondering why I got those Diablo sauces out.
I am wondering that. I'm a little concerned now.
Because it's the last episode of the season,
Oh no. Oh no.
we're going to shoot these Diablo packets.
At them?
No,
Oh.
right into our mouths.
Okay.
I don't know if this is hot enough to really
It's-
make this a big deal. It's hot. I just licked it.
All right. Do we want another drum roll? Oh, bonus points if you don't make a face. Okay.
I can't promise that'll happen. All right, ready?
That's okay. I'll win. 3, 2, 1. I just poured it all over my
Paul like starts crying.
finger.
It's hot.
I win.
It's hot. Hey,
My
My
eyes
goodness.
are crying, but my heart
thanks
is
for
happy.
watching. I'm dying. My eyes are watering. I'm a wuss when it comes to hot stuff. Thanks for watching all season. I'm going to melt this place down with my breath. Share this episode with your friends.
Wash it down.
We're
with the
giving
taco.
tacos.
Oh my gosh! Don't
We
throw
always
this one.
throw-
Don't throw this
oh,
one.
don't
This
throw that
one's
one?
got, like an opening.
We'll see you next time.
Hey, see you next year
Ah.
or sometime other. Where are you going, Paul?
I gotta get some water.
There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight.